But let's do this. I know I got Senator Rucho, Senator Apodaca, and I think Senator Heiss wants to say. I'm gonna let. We had one person sign up to speak. Jim Goodmon, I think, had signed up. Jim, I'm gonna let you go ahead and speak at this point.
Okay. Thank you very much. You know, if you're not down here much, and you come in here and you sit in a meeting like this, and you hear people say things, you wonder what happens in this building, right? There's a lease. There's an existing lease that was negotiated in good faith that both parties rely upon. Now, I'm Jim Goodman. I work at Capital Broadcasting. I'm a member of the Dix Visionaries. That's Greg Poole's group that's promoted the park for 8 years. We didn't do the lease, but we really encourage people to negotiate and do it. So we got a lease. Now, that's a partner. We're on the same team. Same state, same city, same, you know, I don't know what this anger is between the legislature and cities, but we have a lease. And you guys are backing out on the lease. Now, I'm a business person. A lot of people in here are business person. What lease are we going to not do next? Let's call MetLife and tell them we didn't really mean it about what we're going to do with them. Or what. And you're also saying, how does Raleigh know that you're not going to do this 3 years from now and say, oops, you know, the second negotiating one wasn't good, we're going to do it again. Nobody will trust doing business with the state if you take leases. And you know, you guys don't like annexation and condemnation and all that stuff, and you jump right in and condemn your own lease, which is very valuable to Raleigh, extremely valuable, and those damages will be decided by a jury, right? So, but the notion that you can come in and take a lease and just say, well, no, we're not going to do it, is remarkable. I mean, you should hear yourself saying that. There's no business person in this state that would agree with you with what you're doing. And look, as it relates to this partnership, so here's the city of Raleigh. You have the mayor heard about this? I hope she saw it on television. She probably read it in the paper. Your partner in a long-term lease, and you're saying you want to void the lease, and nobody from the legislature said anything to anybody in Raleigh. This is just, please think about what you're doing and tell me why people are supposed to trust doing business with the state. You can't. It's a lease. Now, I'm not going to argue the fair market value and all that, but my experience in the last 10 years has been in economic development with 3,500 people in American Tobacco. And businesses come here because of community development. This is the most significant community development project I've ever seen. This park is going to have more of an economic impact on this area than anything I've ever seen here except the park, except the Research Triangle Park. This is a huge economic tool. It doesn't, mental health is very important. The lease income from the money from this lease is a net in mental health. It doesn't have anything to do with helping mental health. But you got to tell me why I'm supposed to trust you. Why am I going to do a deal with you if you do a lease and decide you don't like it? Shall we say, how about we say this? Anything done by the previous governor within 2 weeks of leaving is void. Right? You've got to understand how we feel on the other side of this lease. What I've said is perfectly legitimate, and it's a matter of honor. We don't break leases. This can be the best partnership the state has ever had. You know what? You got this land.
Jim, I need you to wrap it up.
Okay, I can't. I better. We've got this. You've got this land. You've got a long-term lease on it, and you've got a city that's going to spend $125 million developing it, improving the economy for everybody. Well, you need to think about how we feel about what you're doing and how everybody else in the business community is going to feel about what you're doing. This doesn't make sense, and it is not honorable.
Okay, we got about 5 more minutes. Senator Heiss, Senator Apodaca. Please sit. Tom? Tom. All right. Any other comments from members? All right. We have the bill before us as amended. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed? No. I think the ayes have it, so we stand adjourned. And we need to roll into a new PCS as amended.